Hey everyone, welcome back. So as you can see right here, I'm just kind of showing you the outside of this house. We are building with the new Growing Together pack again, but I did do the outside and the exterior and the backyard and everything prior to the video because I don't know, I just kind of got swept up into it and forgot to film. So yeah, I realized that I wasn't filming and went, oh no, so I only really caught the inside build part. But yeah, it's just I just did like the exterior. I did a little garage, and then there's like a little side yard with like the slide and the swing set, and of course the tree you could build a tree house in. And then there's like a little patio. I used that covering that came with the new pack again, and I used it to build like a little barbecue and table area for your Sims to eat. The outside, as you can see, has a new windows and doors in it. This time I decided to go with the more traditional windows. In my last build, I did like the modern looking windows, which are really great, but I really love these more traditional looking windows too. And that stained glass window that is on the top with like the pretty stained glass like flowers or whatever it was. Oh my god, that window's gorgeous. And in the screenshots, you'll see what I'm talking about. It's like right at the front of the house. But I did do the siding. Also, that horizontal siding, I did that in white. And then this time, on the left side of the house, I used the new shingles instead of the stone, which I think are beautiful. And I decided to do them in that, like, orangey brown, like, brassy tone. Because, as you can see, I'm building the inside right now, which I will try not to talk over too much. But I made this house actually really colorful and if you know me, I'm not a very colorful person. I wear black a lot and stuff, but lately my builds have been super colorful, and I'm actually loving all the colors that are coming with this new pack. And they match the other packs so well. Like I used, like you'll see, I used like the wallpaper from Parenthood and some things from the high school pack. It's just all the colors integrate so well. So yeah, so I used that orangey color because I used the same color like in the window. You can see here in like the little wooden lines. I used the orangey tone. So this house has that very orangey, brassy like tone to it. I use it in the lighting and in the wood and in the appliances, obviously. So I did that, and then the flooring here and the wallpaper here are the new tiling from the pack. I just did the plain white tiling on the walls, but I used this beautiful blue, like teal color for the flooring because I just think it made the orange pop, and they just worked really well together, and the colors just look really nice. So yeah, I decided to do that, and like I said, I decided to do a more colorful build this time. But I'm absolutely loving this pack. I'm absolutely loving all the new build items that come with it. I think they really did a good job with the colors. I love this new refrigerator and stove and all that. I just think it's really fun. I think it's very like new looking. I don't know. I'm just loving building with this pack, and I'm loving building family homes lately. But yeah, this is just the kitchen. It's not a very big kitchen, but I use the countertops from the Parenthood pack because I just feel like they fit really well with this pack and the new items that came with the Growing Together pack. I just feel like they complement each other. And then the island, I actually did the trick where I took that marble table from Dine Out, I believe, and I kind of just like put it in front of the island for the Parenthood countertops because they have those really ugly. That's the only thing I have to say about those counters. They have those really ugly handles on the front of that island, and they're like big chunky metal handles, and I just was not liking it. So I've seen other people do the trick where they just take the table from Dine Out, this marble table, and they just kind of like put it in the front and hide those. So I did that, and it actually had that brassy like color on the bottom of the marble table with the color swatch I chose. So it went really well. So yeah, I did that, and then I used the new bar stools from the pack. I just, like I said, I'm loving this pack. I actually, for the first time, my first Speedbuild is going up today, so you'll see it on my channel. I used more of the modern windows and all that, and it was more of like a black and white build. It wasn't very colorful, but I still love that build. That's going up today, and in that video, which was from last week, I said that I haven't played yet, but I actually, after I did the voiceover for that, I actually played with the infants for the first time, and I actually chose to play with the family that I put in this house. So I built a family for this house. It was just like a mother, a father, and I had them have an infant. I didn't actually create one. Oh, and I did like a grandmother, but I moved her into a random house just so she wasn't here. But I just wanted to try that stay over feature that comes with the new pack, which was fun. I liked it. They came over, but it got kind of annoying because every time I tried to do something with the infant, like the grandmother would just come in and like take over, and I'm like, you need to leave. Like I'm trying to get the milestones with the infant and everything, so I can't like have you constantly grabbing the child from me and putting it back in the crib every time I try to move it to like the little playpen. So yeah, I like that new stay over feature. It's nice because you can get help, but it can get kind of annoying. So I kind of just like kicked the mother out after like a day or two. But yeah, I'm absolutely loving playing with infants, which is kind of weird because in real life I don't have kids. I probably won't have kids. As I've said in other videos, it's just not for me. But play wise, I love playing with infants in the game. Oh, I have to say, just a quick thing, that wallpaper that I just put up was from the Parenthood pack, and that green on that wallpaper matched the flooring from the new Growing Together pack. Absolutely perfect. I love the combination, and it has that little strip of like that orangey color on the wallpaper, and I don't know, I felt like I had to use it in this build because it just matched perfectly. So yeah, I love that wallpaper and the flooring combination together. It just works so well. But anyway, yeah. So I did play with the infants after I built my last build, and like I said, I was having so much fun. I love like putting them in a thing and doing I forget what it's called when you have to like teach the infant to like get their milestones, like lift their head for the first time, roll over for the first time. So I loved all the features. I loved that you really had to keep at it and keep working with the infant to get it to reach all their milestones. And yeah, I just think it's a lot of fun. I think it's gonna be something that you're gonna do every time you play. Like, every time you're in a family and they're going to have an infant, you're going to want to get those milestones. So I feel like it's a feature we're just going to constantly use in the game. And I just think they're so cute, the infants. And all like the built by items are so cute. And the clothing, oh my god, when I was creating the infant in Create a Sims, when I edited it, like changed the clothing and everything, the clothing were the cutest things I've ever seen, and that little duck onesie, I'm sorry, but every infant in my game is going to be wearing that duck onesie because my favorite animal is a duck. So when I saw that, I was like, oh, every infant in my game is going to be walking around in that. I just thought that was the cutest thing. But yeah, let me know. Let me know if you guys are having fun with this new pack, if you're having fun playing with the infants. I know there's still some glitches. I really didn't run into anything too bad. I am getting kind of annoyed that my Sims constantly put the infant in the crib when I tell them to put it in the mat, or when I tell them to do something, they just always go to putting the infant back in the crib. But I guess it's just like it gets tired. Like infants get tired really fast, so I guess maybe that's why. But yeah, the Sims still don't listen. They still don't listen to you. They still don't do what you tell them to do. So I think that's just going to be a glitch forever because that's just always been a problem in this game. But other than that, I didn't really run into any other weird glitches. Like I know people said their Sims were like turning weird colors and that they were having like weird height issues, and I don't know, maybe that was like a glitch with mods. Like I updated all my mods. I do play with them. I have no CC in this build. My builds are no CC builds, but I do use mods when I play. So maybe that's where people are having issues with. But yeah, when I was playing, I didn't run into anything. But yeah, let me know. Let me know if you guys are having fun. Let me know how you guys like the pack, how you like the items. I really want to hear what you guys think of it. But yeah, so I talked over the living room. I used the new couch from the pack, that like weird curvy one. But I felt like in this build, it worked really well, and it looked really nice, and like the shape of this room kind of fit it better than the standard one that has that like leathery texture. So I used that, and I used the matching chairs, and then I ended up just putting the dining room table against the wall because I was having trouble figuring out where to put it. So I just kind of stuck it up against the wall, and that's the table and the chairs from the new set also. And like I said, I used everything in that orangey, like brassy wooden, like that color. like all the furniture is that color, and then the throw pillows and the couches like matched, and it just all tied together really well. So yeah, that's just kind of how the living room and stuff went. Now we're working on the guest bathroom. I guess there's two bathrooms in this house. Um, they're kind of like not that far from each other, so I'm just gonna call this the guest bathroom. But as you can see right here, I'm doing my trusty shelf trick that I like to do. I love those nifty knitting shelves, and I love using them in the bathroom for clutter. So yeah, I do that in all my builds. So I did that, and then I just used the new sink and the new shower from the pack and the new mirror, that little hand towel. It's just a basic bathroom, and then just like a toilet. And I use a new little potty for the for the toddler, from the pack also. And then I used a bunch of the bathroom clutter kit items. Um, I have to say, I noticed my Sims were having such a hard time in my last build when I play tested that one and this one, specifically in this bathroom. Right now I'm building like the family bathroom that like the Sims use, because I used a bunch of the stickers from the bathroom clutter kit in here, those like fun kid stickers, because I figured this bathroom's more for like the family and the other one's more for the guest room. But anyway, I noticed my Sims were not using the bathroom sink, this sink, and I was kind of getting frustrated, and I'm like, what is it? I put clutter underneath, so I was like, maybe that's what it is. So I ended up deleting the clutter, so that's probably not going to be, you'll see in the speed build I stick some things under the sink, but I ended up deleting them, and I think I forgot to put them back when I loaded this on the gallery, but it's not really a big deal. But I thought maybe it was the clutter I was sticking under the sink that was causing an issue. I deleted it. It wasn't that. Um, and I moved the toilet and sink around in this bathroom, so I think when I loaded it, it's not going to look exactly like the speed build. I moved the toilet and the sink around, but I could not figure out why my Sims were not using the bathroom sink, and it was driving me crazy. And then I realized it's the lights. Where I placed the lights, I guess it was like blocking them from using the sink, which I thought was the weirdest thing, because I thought like your Sims weren't supposed to, like the lights just don't affect, where your Sims walk. Like I didn't think that was an issue. But it was the light I placed in here. I had to move it over a little bit towards like the shower, and then finally my Sims were using the bathroom sink. So I don't know if that's just me, if that's an issue all builders have when they're placing lights in their builds. But please let me know, because I really didn't think that where you place a light affects the Sims, and apparently it does. Maybe it depends on like what light it is, because I use the new ones from the pack, which kind of hang a little bit low. As you'll see, it's like those like metally looking ones. But yeah, oh, and in the living room, I had the same issue. You'll see on the wooden beam across the ceiling, I put two of the new metal lights. I ended up, when I loaded this, I had to delete the one above the couch because my Sims wouldn't sit on the couch because of the light. And I just thought that was so weird. And I don't remember running into that issue before, but maybe I have with before this pack came out, and I've used like low hanging lights. I don't know. But yeah, anyway, I'm sorry that I rambled for so long on that. But yeah, just in case you're doing a build, and you're having issues and your Sims are not using like items, or they can't sit somewhere, or they can't use like the sink or something, check your lights, because I'm telling you that's probably what it is, and it's probably blocking your Sim, and you just have to move it over a little bit, or maybe get rid of one and change it up. But yeah, I just wanted to give you guys a heads up, because it was driving me nuts, and I was moving things, deleting things, changing things, and I was like, what is going on? And it was that. So yeah, I just wanted to let you guys know. So yeah, anyway, off that ramble, you just saw me build the family bathroom. Like I said, it was basically the same items in that bathroom, and then I just stuck a bunch of the stickers, and then I did a cool little corner area. I used the tables from the pastel pop kit, and I kind of just stuck those in the corner and put a bunch of bathroom clutter on there, just to kind of like fill that area up and just make it look cute. But yeah, I talked right over that. Now we're moving on to the office. I was gonna make this house a 2-bedroom house, but then I was like, maybe I kind of want them to have an office. So I figured like this is like a new, like a new parent family. Like this is their first child, their first baby. So they only really have like one nursery right now, and they converted one room to a nursery, and they still have their office. But if you play with this house and you have a family that ends up growing and having more kids, you can always take this office space and just convert it to another bedroom. I figured it was like an easy enough thing to change up. So for now, I just built an office in here. But like I said, it's always something you can always make into another bedroom, like a toddler bedroom, child bedroom, whatever you need. But yeah, I just did. The desk is from the new pack, and the bookshelves are from the new pack. I love those bookshelves, and I love how they like link together. I just think they did a really nice job with that. The chairs are also from the new pack. Um, I used them in that nice orangey tone again because I just wanted it to kind of like fit together with the whole build. And then the wallpaper is actually from the pastel pop kit. I really like that. Like it's still that like teal color, but it's a little bit more muted, and I just think it fit really well, and it kind of tied in with the rest of the build. So yeah, I decided to use that, and then I just cluttered up the bookshelves a little bit. I added some stuff from the Everyday Clutter Kit, stuff from the new pack, like those boxes of games that are on there are from the new pack. They're actually not functional, which kind of bothers me. I really wish that was a functional item and that you could click on it and have your Sims play like board games or something with it. I kind of like think they missed missed it on that one. Like they could have taken that item and really added to it, but whatever, it's not a big deal. Maybe later on we'll get something like that if EA, decides to do something, but who knows. And then I used that rug from the high school pack, and I really think the high school pack and the parenthood pack really complement this new growing together pack. I don't know, just like the colors and everything and the textures just kind of like go really well together. So, um, as you'll see in the hallway where that piano is, I love that like print on that piano with the flowers and the blue. I end up using a rug from the high school pack that matches absolutely perfect with that. So yeah, I just think they went really well. But we're moving on to the nursery. It's just I did one of the new cribs and the changing table, which actually came with the pack. The changing table did not come with base game, which I've said in my last build. I find kind of strange that they didn't give us changing tables with base game since the infants came with base game. Kind of think they missed it on that too, but what are you going to do? Maybe eventually down the road they'll update the game for base game and kind of give changing tables. I'm crossing my fingers because not everybody can get the pack. So yeah. But yeah, this is the nursery. I just added that, and then I put that new llama in the corner. I think it's absolutely adorable. I love it, but it's so big. Like, why did it have to be so big, EA? So I actually have the tool mod in my game. Like I said, this build is unmodded, un-CC. There's nothing in there, but I do use a tool mod just to kind of change the sizes of things once in a while, and I had to shrink that llama down a little bit. Is it a llama or an alpaca? I don't quote me. But I had to shrink it just a little bit because it was just a little too big. But I still think it's absolutely adorable. And then I use this wallpaper. Oh, it's from the the one that you get all the clothes. I can't think of the pack name. Um, the Dream Home Decorator. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. The Dream Home Decorator pack. I use this wallpaper because I thought with this rug that comes with the new Growing Together pack, this one with the mountain range on it, that rug is absolutely adorable, and I think this wallpaper matched so well that the greens and the blues matched, and then the wallpaper kind of looks like mountains, like the little triangles and stuff. I don't know. I just think it works so well together, so I decided to use that wallpaper. I know it might look weird in a nursery, but I just think it was so cute. But yeah, and then I just added like a little lamp in there from the new pack with the little fox on it. It's so cute. And then just a bunch of clutter things on some shelves on the wall. But yeah, I think everything just really works well, and just looks really good. Now we're moving on to the parents' bedroom. This bedroom, I decided that I kind of wanted it to not be that blue and green. Like, I kind of wanted to do a different color because the whole house kind of is that teal and orange. And I mean, I did put the orangey color in this bedroom because I was really running with that, and I was matching like the tables and everything with that color. But for some reason, I saw this bed because the bed is from the pack. This was the only bed adult bed we got from the pack. But it had that runner on the bottom, that blanket, in that like maroon color with the orange in it, and I was like, that's so pretty. So I decided to do like a nice deep maroon red on the walls, and then these curtains from the high school pack just matched so well. So I just decided to do this more of like a deeper, more like sensual, I don't know, like color. Just because I feel like it felt a little bit more sophisticated for the parents, and this is kind of like their getaway. Like when the infant's down for a nap, they come in here and just kind of escape and just relax. And I just felt like this was like more of like a parent, like a more adult type of looking bedroom. So I think these colors went really well. And I am absolutely loving that new short table we got. I think that's base game. I didn't end up using it in the bedroom, but I did use it in the living room and in the infant's bedroom. I know people are loving those new tables we got, like that big, tall, like metal looking one and stuff. I just think it's too big. Like, I just feel like I'm having a hard time using it in the builds. But this new short table, as you can see it right there in the living room, I love it. I love that table. I don't know why, but I'm going to end up using that in all my builds. I just had to throw that in there because I think that was just perfect. And it just fits so well in different size builds and different size rooms, and yeah, it just worked really well. And then in the parents bedroom, it's pretty simple. I didn't know what to do on that far wall, so I just did a mirror wall like I always do when I can't think of something to put on the wall. And I added a little dog bed in there because I figured this family probably they started off with like a dog, and just to see how they would fit as parents, as dog parents, and then decided, okay, they're gonna have an infant. So I just did a little dog bed in there, and there's a little food bowl in the kitchen. But yeah, we're just kind of moving on to the living room now. I kind of made this like the family little corner with the piano. I did a bunch of the new pictures from the pack, like the little kids pictures that are all like, like the kid made them. Like, obviously, now that I think about it, they have an infant. Their kid probably didn't build it and make the pictures yet because it's not old enough. But I don't know. I just thought it was fun for a family build. Like, maybe they have other little kids in their lives and they have their artwork up on the wall. I don't know. But yeah, and if you saw, I put that rug underneath the piano. That was from the high school pack, and it was that like really pretty blue with the flowers on it, and it just matched the print on the piano perfectly. It just works so well. So I wanted to use that rug because I thought it was like fun and just like nice and colorful. And like I said, the color just worked really well. But now we're moving on. I just built this little outside garage area. The door is actually in the back, which I thought was weird at first because I wanted to do it like in the front because I did kind of like a over like roof of the garage. Like, it kind of stretched out the roof a little bit and made it kind of look like a drive under in the front. But I kind of wanted to do the paneling on the front and make it look like a garage door, but it's not functional. So yeah, I put the actual entry door on the back of the garage, but it's fine because the Sims can just walk around the driveway and get into here. It's still functional. It doesn't really cause any issues. So yeah, I just did that, and I thought this new door from the pack was really cute. But yeah, for the garage, I just added a bunch of. I wanted more like activities for the Sims to do. So I added the easel, the woodworking table, and then like a little exercise machine. And then I added bicycles. I had one of the adult bicycles. I don't know if that's from the university pack or I don't know what pack that adult bike is from, but it has a cute little flower basket on it. And then I added one of the kids' bikes on there because I know, like I said, it's only an infant bedroom, but eventually the kids are going to grow up. The baby's going to grow up into a child, so you'll have a bicycle there ready. So when it is a child, you could teach them how to ride a bike or whatever. And I just thought it was a cute thing to stick in the garage. And then over here, I'm just doing a little shelf with some extra clutter on it. Yeah, and I'm just adding a couple more little clutter items. Like, I love that little like fish hook display that I stuck in the garage. I think that was like a really cute detail in case one of your Sims are like a fisherman or something. I just think that was a really cute thing. I probably should have added the one from the everyday clutter kit with the little fish hook and stuff that you get. There's like a decor item. Now that I think about it, I could have added that too, but I forgot. But yeah, I'm just adding a few more clutter items onto the entryway here, and then I'm just going to add a bunch of these light switches, just as like a decor item, just to add a little something extra to the build. But this is it. If you guys like this, please like and subscribe. I really, really appreciate it. And I will see you guys in the next one. I hope you have a fantastic day. And thank you so much for sticking around and watching the whole video. But yeah, so thank you guys. Have a great day. See you guys. Bye.
I've been running most of my life, blowing smoke everywhere around. I've been searching, but